Welcome to the task video in our series on representing chemical change. In this video, you will practice the skill of balancing chemical equations. Work through this task video after you have watched the relevant lessons and pause the video after each question. Question 1. In a blast furnace, iron 3 oxide is mixed with coke. The coke reacts with oxygen gas to form carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide reacts with the coke to form carbon monoxide. The carbon monoxide reacts with the iron 3 oxide to form molten iron and carbon dioxide gas. The hot liquid iron is poured off, cooled, and rolled into sheets of iron. The reaction between coke and oxygen can be represented using colored circles. Red is used to represent oxygen and black is used to represent carbon. The carbon in coke reacts with oxygen gas, a diatomic molecule, to form carbon dioxide gas. From this representation, write down the balanced chemical equation for this reaction. Write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction between carbon and carbon dioxide to form carbon monoxide. Use black and red circles to help balance the chemical equation. Question 2. In the extraction of copper metal, copper carbonate decomposes to form copper 2 oxide and carbon dioxide gas. Copper oxide is heated over carbon and forms carbon dioxide and copper. The following representation shows the decomposition of copper carbonate. The pink circle represents copper, black represents carbon, and red represents oxygen. Balance the chemical equation for the decomposition of copper carbonate. First, complete the representation, then write the balanced chemical equation. Draw a representation and use colored circles to help you write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction of copper 2 oxide with carbon. Question 3. Construct tables to help you balance chemical equations for the reaction of sodium in oxygen to form sodium oxide and of potassium in oxygen to form potassium oxide. Question 4. Use tables to help you balance the chemical equations for the reactions of barium in oxygen to form barium oxide and magnesium with sulfur to form magnesium sulfide. Question 5. Use tables to help you balance the chemical equation of the reaction of potassium oxide and water to form potassium hydroxide and barium oxide with water to form barium hydroxide. Question 6. Write balanced chemical equations for the reaction of potassium with water to form potassium hydroxide and the reaction of magnesium with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide. In both of these reactions, hydrogen gas is formed. Explain what tests can be done to confirm that the gas produced in hydrogen gas. In the lesson in this series, you saw the reactions of metals and nonmetals in oxygen. What type of oxides form when group 1 and group 2 metals burn in oxygen? What type of oxides form when nonmetals burn in oxygen? Describe a simple test you can conduct to show what type of oxides form in each case. Question 8. Iron rusts when it comes into contact with water and oxygen. The overall reaction for the rusting of iron is iron plus oxygen reacts to form iron 3 oxide. Write a balanced equation for rusting. When iron rusts, the metal in building and cars corrode. Find out ways in which rust can be prevented. Question 9. Write balanced chemical equations for the reaction of zinc in sulfuric acid and in nitric acid. Question 10. Sulfuric acid is produced industrially in a process known as the contact process. Write balanced chemical equations for the following reactions in the production of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric dioxide is reacted with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide is dissolved in water to form sulfuric acid. Question 11. Write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction between aluminium and iodine to form aluminium iodide. Show that matter is conserved by calculating the total mass of the reactants and the total mass of the products. Question 12. When a solution of lead nitrate and potassium iodide are mixed together, a precipitate of lead iodide forms. The following key shows the ions of the two solutions that are involved in this reaction. This representation shows the simplest ratio of the ions of the two solutions at the instant they are mixed. Explain what a precipitate is. Write a balanced chemical equation for this precipitate reaction. Show that matter is conserved in this precipitate reaction by calculating the total mass of the reactants and the total mass of the products. You can check your answers for these questions in the series guide. You can find the lessons for this series on the Mindset website, www.mindset.co.za/learn. Also, check out other Grade 10 series. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.